welcome to the Out of the Park 21 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise, episode 25, I think, although special edition of Out of the Park. I am Alex Kazora. Thank you guys for being here. As the music's ending, I'll put on a new song here in a second. Let me know audio-wise if I sound okay, if that sounded okay with the music. Let me actually restart the song. Let me know if I need to turn anything up or down. That is courtesy of the YouTube library, The Highlight by Cosmic. As we are getting ready for Game 5 of the 2022 NLDS versus the Dodgers. Just as a heads up, I have normal latency turned on, so there's a bit of a lag between the chat and what I'm doing in real time on my laptop, because the normal latency will improve the quality of the video, which is important for a game like Out of the Park that is not the best graphically. Tyler says turn down music just a hair, not terrible. Can do. Let me know if that is any better. We'll get started with opening pitch here in just a few moments. Want to get some people in the chat. We'll be taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers, as you see the playoff bracket here. Also getting a Game 5 in the other NLDS series between the Cardinals and Braves. Had a Game 5 in the AL with the Indians beating Tampa Bay, and the Astros took care of Oakland in 4, winning that series 3-1. Take a look at LA. We'll be facing their ace, Walker Buehler, on the hill for the Dodgers on this Saturday, October 8th. In Game 1 against us, he went 6 2/3, allowed just one hit in a 7-0 shellacking by the Dodgers over the Pirates. Dodgers had 7 hits in that game, against Pirates just 2, and Buehler was brilliant. Yes, Wes, I did touch the music, turned it down a little bit. Let me know if that's acceptable or if I need to mess with it more in either direction. It's harder to hear on my end how audio levels are. But as you see, Buehler in that Game 1 struck out 77 pitches, very efficient. Joe Kelly closed things down the rest of the way. Steven Brault on the hill for Game 1. He'll be on the hill for Game 5 tonight. Brault, our lefty reliever, every single game of the regular season this season until the playoffs. And because the Dodgers have so many lefties in that lineup, I wanted to go with a lefty starter of my own. Brault in that Game 1 was very wild in the first inning, walking 3 or 4. Only allowed 2 hits, though. Did allow a home run. That was to the center fielder, Jaron Kendall. He'll lead off for the Dodgers tonight in just a moment. Wes says to turn the music slightly down. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Well, the song's about over anyway, but I'll just keep the music off because I don't want to have to find a new one, because we are going to start here in just a moment. And actually, I probably want to turn the audio back up so the game audio sounds okay. So let me do that here briefly. So anyway, glad you guys are here. We'll be starting in just a moment. What else do I want to look at here? I want to look at our pitching situation for this winner-take-all Game 5. And then we'll look at the schedule, and we'll get ready for the lineups and first pitch. Bullpen situation. Thank you, Tyler. Says I sound good. Is everyone's pretty much available. If we had one more day, I would go with Mitch Keller out of the pen. I could theoretically use him, but I don't know the scenario in which I would, because he's at 18%. But the bullpen is fairly rested with Nick Birdie and Dovydas Neverauskas. Kyle Crick will definitely be looking at Kyle Crick today with that high movement, even if he is a fly ball pitcher. The big issue here is Justin Wilson, the lefty. Was used on back-to-back days, games 3 and 4. Did have the off day yesterday, but he's only at 32%, and is our only other lefty besides Brault. So, what we'll do with Wilson is that he will not be eligible or able to start an inning, but if we need to get an out in the middle of an inning to close something out, then he'll be the guy. He can go a max of 2 batters today, is the plan with Justin Wilson. So again, he will not start an inning, but he will be available for a batter or 2 should the situation call for it. Other than that, team is pretty much chalk. The Dodgers bullpen, I think, is in actually not the greatest shape. Let's take a look at them here briefly. We know their lineup. We know all those lefties at the top and the power in which they bring. But they do have some issues with the bullpen. Kenley Jansen, a little tired. Same with, I think, Liam Hendricks. No, he's okay. Joe Kelly is 100%. There was someone else. I think Seth Lugo. Yeah, it was Lugo that was slightly tired after pitching 29 pitches in Game 3. So that's a lay of the land when it comes to the bullpen for each team. Again, it is Buehler versus Brault on the hill. Recap this series so far, all tied at 2 for the pivotal Game 5 today. We have a Game 1 loss, which I mentioned earlier, 7-0. Pittsburgh bounced back with a 7-5 victory in Game 2. That was with Joe Musgrove allowing 4 home runs, but we clawed our way back into it and won it late with 3 runs in the 8th and 9th combined. And then got a win Game 3 with Mitch Keller brilliant on the hill. His only appearance so far, winning 5-1. And then a 2-1 loss in game number 4. Very close game, but Gavin Lux hit a 2-run shot to right in the top of the 3rd, and that was all the Dodgers needed to win that game. So that is the situation. We don't know who will be facing, or the winner of this game will be facing. Let's check to see when the Cardinals and Braves play. They also play. They're at 8:05. What time are we playing today? We are playing at 11:05, right? We're West Coast, so a couple of late games. And let me get a drink of water here real quick, and then we'll go to opening lineups and get out there for first pitch. All right, here are the lineups. We'll start with the home Dodgers. Their lineup looks pretty much the same as it has been all series, with Kendall, Seager, Lux, Bellinger, Turner still battling that knee contusion after getting hit by a pitch earlier in the series, Muncy, Smith, Peterson, Buehler on the hill for LA. And for us, keeping the lineup basically the same. We're going to roll with it here with Almus, who actually did not start Game 1. That was Taylor Walls or Cole Tucker. I forget which one of them, but not Almus. Followed by Hayes, Newman, Ordonez, who's been very cold this postseason, Reynolds, Frazier, who does not have good success against Buehler, followed by Barrera, Lolo Sanchez in center field, hit a home run this postseason, and then Steven Brault on the hill for Pittsburgh. So let me check any other stats I want to change here. I think that's about everything. We're about 10 minutes into the stream. Got a couple people here. I appreciate it. Let me know what your thoughts, what your prediction is for this game. If the Pirates can upset the Dodgers, beat them last year, and that was a big upset. The Dodgers, best team in baseball record-wise this season, and we're trying to upset them again. So let's, okay, it's a fun chat. All right, let's go out there for first pitch at Dodger Stadium with nearly 54,000 in attendance. And let's go Bucks. All right. Game 5, winner take all. Pirates Dodgers, 8:05 first pitch. Wes says Pittsburgh will win 3-2. Wes, I hope you're right. I just thought their offense has been struggling, but I'll take a low-scoring win. I'll take a win anyway. It can happen. Quick look at the bullpens here. Again, Justin Wilson tired. Rest of the bullpen in good shape for the Dodgers. And there's a lot of starters that get thrown in there too. Looks like Caleb Ferguson, who is a starter in the setup role for some reason. But you got Brigham, De La Rosa a little tired, Jansen tired, Lugo tired. So the bullpen is not in great shape. Interesting fact, they've yet to use Adam Kolarek, their lefty specialist. So we'll see if he's out there today. All right, enough stalling. Let's get ready for first pitch. And again, there is a lag between what I do and the chat, so I may take some extended pauses to let chat talk if there's a situation that I want to get your guys' input from. Anyway, first pitch, Dodger Stadium, Game 5 of the NLDS winner take all. Almus leading off against Buehler. And Almus will lead things off with a fly out to shallow. Nope, it's actually going to be shallow in the outfield, but caught by the second baseman Lux. Thought Kendall was going to have it at first, and so there is the first out. Brian Hayes, 1-2. Not been a great postseason for him. That one a little inside. Will it get over Kendall's head? No, right at him for the second out. So a loud out for Brian Hayes. And Kevin Newman, who has struck out a lot yesterday and strikes out there as Buehler sets him down in order 1-2-3. We'll go bottom first with Steven Brault facing Kendall, who took Brault deep back in Game 1. Brault had control issues in his first inning, settled down, and was able to limit the damage as Kendall will fly out to his center field opponent, Sanchez, for out number 1. And now we face all of those lefties. Why I wanted to bring Brault in to face those lefties. Full count. Again, Brault's control, an issue. Not there, but that one is hit into the gap. Extra bases for Corey Seager, as that'll be a 1-out double for Seager. And so threatening already is that potent Dodgers lineup as Gavin Lux steps into the batter's box. Lux 6 for 15, 2 home runs, including 1 in, what was that, game number 4. And that was all the runs LA needed, as I referenced earlier. And so Brault facing Lux on a full count again. And that one popped up. Hayes tracks it, makes the catch for out number 2. Wes, I'm with you on the Pirates. Frustrating. I think they were scoreless last I checked in real life today. Musgrove was on the hill, and then I saw Neverauskas come in, and I imagine it's now 10-0. Pirates down. Anyway, back to virtual Pirates. Cody Bellinger, still very good versus lefties, but even better versus righties. Do I want to potentially pitch around here with a righty Turner on deck? I think we're going to go after Bellinger here. 3-1. Brault's really got that pitch count up. That one jams him. Ordonez grounds it, or gloves it on the grounder, I should say, and Brault works around the double by Seager. But again, a lot of pitches to get through that inning. That was 23, as his control has been an issue in both starts, in both first innings, really, so far. Ordonez, just 3 for 18, no home runs in the playoffs so far. Needs to turn that around right now, as he will hit that up the middle. Deep in the hole is the second baseman, Lux. Lux not known for that arm, but makes a nice play for the first out. And now Brian Reynolds, 278 in the playoffs. Full count, trying to do something to Buehler. He will not, as Lux will record back-to-back assists, throwing on to Muncy for out number 2. Adam Frazier, 0 for 8 against Buehler. And that one is going to be extra bases. So Adam Frazier breaks the hitless streak, as that will be a 2-out double, it appears, for the Pirates right fielder. Trace Barrera, the catcher, hitting .250, 4 for 16, an RBI in the playoffs, trying to drive him in. Lolo Sanchez on deck. 1-2 to the catcher Barrera. He'll check his swing, but get rung up on strikes. And so both teams have wasted doubles, and we remain scoreless as we head bottom 2. Justin Turner, the righty, dealing with that knee contusion. And Brault again struggling with control. Another full count, and he will walk the leadoff man, Turner. And this was Brault's issue in Game 1 on the road, and now back on the road in Game 5. A lot of pressure on Brault, who did not start until the postseason began. Max Muncy, power hitting first baseman, steps in, hitting .357 in the playoffs. 2-2 count, and that one's going to get down at the feet of Reynolds. Turner will take a wide turn, but hold at second. And the Dodgers are in business, as they have runners on first and second, nobody out, with Will Smith up. He's actually, I think, moved up in the order, as Peterson has moved down. So there is a bit of a lineup change there that's worth mentioning, as they try to break up some of those lefties and righties. And so Smith facing Brault again, another full count. And that one misses, and this is a very reminiscent of what happened in the first inning of game number 1, as Brault's in a world of trouble. The only upside here is he's got Peterson and Buehler, on deck. But a difficult spot. Brault's already at 42 pitches and has yet to record an out in the second inning. 3-1 to Peterson, and that one's going to get past Hayes. That will bring home at least 1. Will it be 2? And a play at the plate, not in time, as the Dodgers go up 2-0 thanks to Jock Peterson's bases-loaded single. Now Buehler, expected to bunt. And he will put down the bunt. That one is popped up, though, and snagged by Brault. And so the first piece of good news for the Pirates here in the bottom of the second, as the runners cannot advance. But a lot of danger here, as Kendall, a center fielder, hit a home run off Brault in Game 1. Will step in to face Stephen Brault. Full count again. Kendall swings through it, and there's a big out number 2, and now he's got to face Seager, who hit a double to left center back in the first inning. 55 pitches for Brault. Not going to go long in this one for sure, but needs the out here more than anything. Full count again, and that is a walk to Seager, as we're already looking at some bullpen action, given it is a pivotal game number 5, as we're going to look on David Bednar, and we're going to go out there and talk to Brault. Do not talk to him, I don't think, in game number 1, now facing Lux. Just want to try to calm him down, because we need an out here in the worst way. Lux, one of the best hitters in baseball, Dodgers second baseman, probably an MVP candidate. What did he hit in the regular season? He hit .326 with 45 home runs. Good odds he becomes the MVP this season, and Brault needs an out against him in the worst way. So here we go. 1-2, and Lux strikes out. Big K for Brault, although Jock Peterson's 2 RBI single puts LA up 2-0, and Brault's pitch count has ballooned after throwing 23 in the first. He's up to 65, so over 40 in inning number 2, and the Dodgers lead 2-0. Could that be all the run support that Ace Walker Buehler needs? In Game 1, he shut out the Pirates as they lost 7-0, and he's got 2 runs at his back already. Lolo Sanchez, first at bat today, Pirates center fielder, and that one will get through for their second hit of the game, and that'll give an opportunity for Brault, who can swing the bat a little bit, but we will bunt with Sanchez with his good speed at first, and hopefully Brault has more success than what Buehler did, who popped up to Brault back in the bottom of the second. So we'll lay down the bunt with Brault. That appears successful. Sanchez in the second. They'll retire Brault at first as Smith throws on to Muncy, and there's one away. Sanchez at second in scoring position. Bring up top of the order with Steven Almus, the shortstop. Good with the glove. Puts it in play. Can he do it here? And Almus into left. Will Sanchez come in? He will hold at third. I did not even get the prompt, which is good because I did not know if I wanted to send Sanchez or not. And so the Pirates trying to get some runs back themselves. Down 2-0, top of the third. Runners on the corners, 1 out. To Brian Hayes, Pirates star third baseman, hit into a double play in game number 4 that ended the game. Pirates were down a run. I think it was 2-1. And with runners on first and second and 1 out, and Hayes hit into a game-ending double play. He'll try to avoid that here. Sanchez, good speed at third. Got a good arm in right with Bellinger. Kendall's a little above average, I would say, in center. Peterson a little below in left. So big at bat here for Hayes. 0-1 from Buehler. Hayes hit the third. That will have to hold Sanchez as runner goes over to second. That's Almus, but Hayes can't turn that into a really productive out. And there's 2 away for Kevin Newman. Newman, 5 for 21 in the playoffs. He's been in a cold streak lately facing Buehler, and he's got to get a hit here. There's no debating that unless it's a walk. It will not be a walk. And Newman into right, and that will get down. 1 run will score. We're going to send Almus. Will Bellinger throw him out? It's close, and Almus slides ahead of the tag. It is 2-2, and Newman goes to second on the throw, so call that a single that scores 2 for the Pirates. Big at bat by the second baseman, Kevin Newman. We're all knotted up. Pirates still threatening. 2 outs, runner on second for Ernie Ordonez. Ordonez, I say this every time he comes up to a bat. This would be a great time for a home run. Just want to try to get Newman in, though. And Ordonez up the middle to Lux. He will throw in the first. And so the Pirates can't take the lead, but they'll tie the game at 2 as we finally tag Walker Buehler for some runs here in the postseason. Back to reality, though, with Stephen Brault at 65 pitches facing Bellinger, Turner, Muncy here in the third. And so Brault has to try to work a clean inning here. And that doesn't look promising, as that one will stay in the yard but bounce off the wall. So a leadoff double to right fielder Cody Bellinger, as Brault has been in trouble And we're going to get the bullpen warmed up because we are not saving any arms today. We need just to go through our whole bullpen if we have to try to win this one or stay competitive. As Turner will step in to face Brault. We want to pitch around potentially. Check out Turner here. His avoid case is pretty good. We're going to try to pitch to him and hope for the best. And that one will move Bellinger to third, although Newman will throw to Ordonez to retire Turner. And now we're facing Max Muncy, who is 1 for 1 today. Bellinger on third. Dodgers trying to reclaim the lead. Stephen Brault needs a big out here. Got a couple last inning. See if he can do it again. 0-2 to Muncy. Infield shifted, and he strikes out Muncy looking. The third K for Brault, and that was a massive one. As the infield can go back normal now. Facing Will Smith, the catcher. I may try to pitch around, although Peterson did get the 2 RBI single earlier. We're going to try to pitch around, though, and this honestly could be Brault's last innings. It's 72 pitches. He has not pitched effectively nor efficiently. And David Bednar's ready to come up here. So this could be it for Stephen Brault after this inning. We're going to pitch around, see what happens. 2-2 to Smith. And that one hit into right. It's got carry. And Frazier makes the catch near the track. Dodgers threaten, but they do not score. It's 2-2, top 4. And Brault's at 77 pitches through 3 innings. And that may be just about it for Stephen Brault. Now, it's a question of if Brault comes out, who do we want coming in? Facing a lefty, we are. But Peterson did have that hit that drove in 2 for L.A. I think we might turn to David Bednar here. I think that's going to be just about it for Brault. I don't even want to do the whole one mistake thing because then you make a mistake and you regret leaving him in that long in the first place. So 3 innings for Brault. Looks like that's going to be it as the Pirates trying to get some runs across with Brian Reynolds. He will look at strike 3. Again, not afraid to go to the whole bullpen here today. It's a little earlier than what we wanted. Hopefully to get 4 or 5 out of Brault was the goal, but does not appear to be the case here as Adam Frazier steps in. Had a double down the first base line. His first at bat, that one hit pretty solidly to center, but Kendall makes the catch for out number 2. Bring up the catcher, Trace Barrera. And he strikes out swinging, and so we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Tyler says to keep Brault in. I don't know. I feel like we got the lefty, so you could go Peterson, Buehler, and then potentially replace Brault then. But I just don't have a lot of confidence in Brault right now. You see his line, 3 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. And it's been laboring, to say the least. What do you guys think? Should I keep Brault in, or should I go to David Bednar in the bullpen already? Let me know your thoughts here briefly. Again, with some of that latency I have on, it'll take a second for you guys to see for me to be able to see your chat. As we are here tied, 2-2, bottom 4, in game number 5 of the NLDS. If you ever get to the World Series, we need to get Dave Bryant out of the ballpark. We'll see. Let's get to the World Series first, Steeler fan. I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in Brault. Keep him in and pinch hit the next inning. I know he's coming up. We could double switch. That is a possibility. I just don't have trust in Bednar. Wes says go to the bullpen. I'm with you, Wes. The question is, do we keep Bednar in that 9 hole and just let him pitch the next inning? I think we probably do. So I think it's probably too early to go to a pinch hitter. What do I want to do with Barrera here? Or I could pitch it for Barrera, who has not been that great here in the postseason. Went 1 for 4, is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts already today. Up to you, Alex. I know. I'm trying to make it more your decision so I can blame you guys if this goes awry. I'm taking Brault out. It's just a question of, do I want to double switch or do I want to just put Bednar in and swing the bat? Because Bednar will have to go through this whole inning, and his pitch count could be up there a little bit. So, I think we're going to double switch. I know it's really early to do that, but everything's on the line here in game number 5. And so we're going to make sure I remember how to double switch here. That might be important. And we'll put Jacob Stallings in as the catcher. He's better defensively than Jonah Heim right now. So David Bednar will come into pitch, replace Barrera. He'll become the pitcher, and Jacob Stallings will come in at catcher. And so a very early double switch here in game number 5. D-Jock says take Trey out. All right, so we're in agreement there at least. All right, let's get back to game action. Facing Peterson. First pitch swinging is Peterson, who's responsible for both runs today of the Dodgers. That one hit against the shift, but Hayes, good range to make the catch for out number 1. Now facing Buehler. And he'll strike out swinging on the fastball at 97. Top of the order for Kendall. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom 4, 1-2 count. And Kendall strikes out swinging. So great inning for Bednar. Only threw 11 pitches, so we may try him into the 5th a little bit longer. And we'll go top 5. Buehler's only at 45 pitches. Sanchez, Stallings, Ailmus, top of the order to lead things off. This will be the first at bat of the playoffs for Jacob Stallings as Sanchez hits a single into right, drops its feet in front of Bellinger. And so do I want to steal here? We had some issues with that last game. They had pitch outs. They were very prepared for our run game. We could try a hit and run, although that failed in game number 4, if you guys recall. So what do you think? I'm thinking hit and run here with Stallings, who's not a great hitter. His first at bat of the postseason, had been in as a defensive replacement earlier in the series. D-Jock says no steal, but can I hit and run? That can be station to station, right? If we run, though, we're going to be in trouble. Smith's got a good arm, and Buehler's hold runners rating is pretty effective. I'm going to take a pitch here and see if they pitch out, which is what happened in Game 5, and then we're going to try the hit and run. And they're going to try to throw back to first, and so, yeah, they know Sanchez wants to run. And they're going to throw back again. I'm going to see what happens here again, as we'll take a pitch. It is a strike on the fastball. And so now we're going to try the hit and run with Sanchez running. And they're going to pitch out, and they got us. The Dodgers have our number as I tried to wait on the pitch out, and they get me anyway. So the Dodgers, they're good. They're good. They know what we're doing, and I guess I have to stop trying it. And Stallings 0-2 in the hole. Bad spot for him, and he'll strike out swinging. So just like that, 2 outs, nobody on for Ailmus. See what he can do with Pirates shortstop. That one hit up the middle. That'll be a 2-out single, and really regretting trying the hit and run. Just has not been effective. I tried a different strategy this time. Still did not work. All right. Can't dwell on that too much. Look at Brian Hayes stepping in. 2 outs, 1 on. 2-2 game, top of the 5th. 1-2 to Hayes, and he'll strike out looking on the fastball. 6 Ks for Buehler. He'll head bottom 5. Still knotted at 2. Gonna get Cricky warmed up here, just in case Bednar runs into trouble. Facing the heart of the order, Seager, Lux, and Bellinger. As that one hit the third deep in the hole. Hayes with the throw for out number 1. Nice job to retire Seager. And now Gavin Lux, 0 for 2 today, but 6 for 17. And when he gets hot, he gets hot. Could this be the moment things turn around for him? Behind in the count, 0-2. And Lux says it doesn't matter as he swings, puts it in play. But Frazier makes the catch. 2 down. And now facing Bellinger. And you see those numbers versus righties. That's why I wanted to go with a lefty and Brault. Although it didn't exactly work the way I intended it or hoped that it would. And so Bednar's got to deal with Bellinger now. Full count, payoff pitch. Shift is on, and he will draw the walk as Bednar's at 26 pitches already. And that's probably going to be it for him as he's gone 1 2/3. And we're going to get Crick in there to face Justin Turner. Full count, payoff pitch from Crick. And he walks him. And so there's runners on first and second for Muncy. 2 outs, tie game. Dodgers again threatening. They have done so in virtually every inning so far in this pivotal winner-take-all game number 5. Crick, big moment here. 0-2 to Muncy. And that one hit to center. Sanchez going back near the track. And he has it. I thought that was out. I thought that one was gone. Hit to the deepest part of the park. Just stays in. And we remain tied at 2 heading into the 6th. And as you can tell, our bullpen, we're burning through it pretty quickly. Cedarlin faced him in game 1, got shelled. Wilson's tired. Walker, I have a little bit of distrust in, although he may be the next man I turn to. And we have Neverauskas and Nick Birdie, who we can be used really at any time today, to be honest with you. Anyway, back to the action. Top of the 6th, Kevin Newman had the hit, his last at-bat that drove in 2 that tied the game, to face Buehler. Crick threw 9 pitches. He may stay in. Hopefully, probably will stay in. We'll see if he comes up this inning. As Newman hit to third. Diving play by Turner. Nice play by Justin Turner with that knee injury. Not known for his defense, but that was a spectacular play with the glove in the hot corner. And that is a big out number 1 for L.A. Now facing Ordonez. 0 for 2 today. 2-0. Hitters count. Shift is on. And that one hit into left. And yeah, he's a pull hitter for sure. As that one near the track, out near the foul pole and left. Peterson makes the catch. And so Brian Reynolds will step in. 0-2 count to Reynolds. And he hits that to center. Kendall going back. And caught, very similar to what Muncy did to end the bottom of the 5th. Reynolds does in the top of the 6th. Cricky staying in, although he is due up next inning. I'm going to get Jeremy Walker warmed up in case near the bottom of the order. Facing Will Smith, the catcher. 0 for 1 today. I believe he's also drawn a walk. As Crick, 1-2 count. That one hit well into left. That has carry. Reynolds going back. And he'll make the catch for a loud out number 1 by the Dodgers catcher. Peterson, just 188 in the playoffs so far, but 500 today, 1-4-2. As he will face Crick on an 0-2 count. And that one hit well. Sanchez over his head, could not make the catch. That'll be extra bases for Jock Peterson, as that will be 2 as he slides into second. And what will happen to Walker Buehler? Will he stay in, or will they pinch hit for him? And they will pinch hit, as they will bring in their pinch hitting ace, Adam Eaton. And I don't think Justin Wilson will be ready in time here. Do I want to go out there and talk to Crick? I think I do. Walker's ready. Wilson is still warming. So Buehler's day is done after 6. Allowed 2 runs. But for the here and now, 1 out, runner on second for Eaton, who is 2 for 3 in the playoffs, all off the bench so far. Big moment here for Kyle Crick. He's going to stay in for at least one more batter. 0-2 from Crick to Eaton. And that one poked into shallow center. Sanchez charging in. He'll make the catch, and the runner will try to tag. It's a close play at third, and he is safe. Can't believe Peterson got in there on such a shallow fly ball, and then running with 2 outs is a little bit bold as well. Sanchez's arm is not weak, so I am surprised that Peterson got in there, but he is. So the Dodgers have a runner on third, 2 outs in this tie game. Now facing Kendall. We're going to try to do this with Crick, because we do have him coming up next inning. But he's got to get the out here. If he cannot, this day is likely to be done. Do I want to try to pitch around here? No, not with Seager on deck. So we're going to go after Kendall, who's got good power in that bat. And a huge moment. Runner on third, 2 outs, 1-0 to Kendall. That one's hit up the middle. That will untie this game. Jaron Kendall, the Dodgers center fielder, puts LA up on top 3-2. And that's not good if you're Pittsburgh, as Crick is struggling. And now Seager steps in. And do we want to go after Seager here? Put in Walker. I want Crick to get this out here. Could I double switch for somebody? Not someone I really want to double switch for right now. 1-2 to Seager. That one hit well, and that one is out of here. Corey Seager, a 2-run shot. The Dodgers starting to break this one open. They lead 5-2. 406 into right. As now Kyle Crick's day is done, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about it now. As Walker's going to have to come in to face Lux. I don't want to put Wilson in right this moment. And that one hurts. That one hurts a whole lot. As 1-1 to Lux. Still dangerous with that bat. Inning is not over yet. And Lux into left. Reynolds going back. And he'll make the catch right in front of the wall in left. But the Dodgers score 3. And top of the 7th, they lead 5-2. That one hurts a whole lot. All right, I don't know what to do with Walker here. He only threw 3 pitches, but I don't know if I can really justify keeping him in the game right now and just giving that out away. We're going to get Blake Cedarlin warmed up. This 5-2 game. Now facing Adam Kolarek. We are facing him for the first time in this series. And Frazier in right. Frazier does not hit lefties well. Could I pinch hit here with Cruz, who does hit lefties, I think, a little bit better. Now he's only hitting 172 against lefties. All right, we're going to leave Frazier in then. Full count to Frazier. And that one hit sharply to short for out number 1. And Jeremy Walker coming in. Now we're going to try O'Neal Cruz. Do I? I don't know if I want to try O'Neal Cruz, actually. Who's better versus lefties? I don't know if either of these guys have had a lot of success against lefties, Tucker or Walls, but more so than Cruz. I'm going to try Cruz here because Kolarik's stuff is not the best. All right, so O'Neal Cruz, 0-2 count. He's probably going to strike out. Shift is on. And he will actually get a single. So a little reverse psychology for O'Neal Cruz as he tries to breathe some life back into the Pirates. But bottom of the order is up now. We're not going to try to run. Sanchez in center. Number 8 hitter today. With Stallings, we'll have Jonah Heim come in because he's good versus lefties if we get to Stallings here. So let's first start with Lolo Sanchez. 1-2. And he gets called out on strikes. And now we're going to bring in Jonah Heim, the catcher, to face the lefty Kolarek. 2-1 to Heim. And that one hit up the middle. And Lux will step on the bag at second. And we'll head bottom 7. And you feel this one getting away from the Pirates. As Heim will come in at catcher. Cedarlin will come in to pitch. This is a big spot for Cedarlin. Maybe I should have gotten a Neverauskas or a Birdie warmed up. 3-1, Cedarlin facing Bellinger. 5-2 Dodgers lead, and he will walk the leadoff man. As, yeah, I probably should have gotten Neverauskas warmed up. Now Cedarlin will face Turner. That one hit into right. It will get down as the Dodgers beginning to tee off on Pittsburgh. Throw to third is not in time. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And the Pirates are in a really dangerous spot right now. Cedarlin facing Muncy. That one past the second baseman Newman. 6-2 LA leads. Runner will go to third. And Cedarlin, this was a mistake by me for sure. As we have to visit the mound. Cedarlin has to stay in. Neverauskas not ready yet. Facing Will Smith. Hendricks coming in, by the way, for the Dodgers. 2-2. As he will get called out on strikes. Bring up Peterson. Neverauskas is ready. We're going to go to him. 2-2 to Peterson. Outfield shifted to the right, infield in, and he will strike him out. And now McKinstry. So Hendricks, did Hendricks pitch? I don't think he pitched, and he was in, and now he's out. So now it's Zach McKinstry. Maybe Hendricks was in the pitch against Heim. I didn't realize it. That's plausible. Anyway, McKinstry facing Neverauskas. Got to get the out here. Full count payoff pitch from Neverauskas. And he will walk him. So Neverauskas does not record the out. Now facing Kendall with nowhere to put him. 2-1 to the Dodgers center fielder. That one floated into left. Reynolds coming in will make the catch for the Dodgers. Tack on another run. They lead by 4, 6-2. as we head top of the 8th, and Kenley Jansen will come in. He's a little tired, but he will try to get apparently 6 outs for LA, as you can hear the train rolling by here in a moment probably, as the Dodgers train is hyping up. Elmis leading things off. Neverauskas to 15 pitches. We'll get Birdie warmed up, see what happens. As Jansen taking the hill for LA. As Pittsburgh, 6 outs to go to score 4 runs. As Elmis make it 5, it looks like, as Kendall will come in for the first out. Followed by Ke'Bryan Hayes on a full count. And he will strike out. Not a good day for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Kevin Newman, only source of offense today. Down the count, 2-2. And that one hit hard to center, but right at Kendall for the 3rd time today. An atom ball for the Dodgers center fielder. And it is still 6-2 LA. Do I want to have Birdie come in here? Yeah, we're going to put Nick Birdie in. And then we'll go to the top of the 9th and see if we can have a miracle comeback. So we got to get through the 8th first. As that's a weak hitter by Bellinger. Hayes nowhere to make that throw. And that is an infield single, actually, for Seager. I apologize, not Bellinger. Steeler fan says that train is carrying championship dreams out of Pittsburgh. You are right. There goes our playoff hopes. Gavin Lux facing Birdie on a full count. He will hit that weakly to second, and they cannot turn 2. A little surprised by that. And so Seager will advance. And now facing Bellinger. As that one is past Newman, diving at second. Runner will hold at 3rd, surprisingly. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Birdie staying in. 2-0 to Turner. That one hit, almost got past Elmis at short, but he makes a nice line drive catch. 2 away for Muncy. 2-1 again. Birdie cannot get ahead in the count, and Muncy's going to make him pay with a double to the gap. This one feels over, as the Dodgers will add at least 1 more run, make it 2, as there was an error as well. But it doesn't really matter, as it's 8-2 LA. And now Will Smith will step in. Birdie not his best today. And that will continue, as Will Smith will hit a single to center. Runner will hold with 2 outs. Once he does not have great speed, but that is surprising. And Pirates' chances looking pretty remote right now. This is probably the last batter, honestly, for Nick Birdie. We'll go out there and visit the mound. Trevor Williams warming up. Birdie just could not get ahead, and that one's to the gap as they are teeing off on our ace closer, Nick Birdie. Could he get dealt this offseason? I've certainly thought about it, as this one's turning into a laugher. Yeah, D-Jock, wave the white flag. It's 10-2. Birdie's day is done. We're not going to risk injury. He's at 29 pitches. And they're going to keep the pitcher in Jansen. That's how bad things are for us right now. Jansen looks like he's going to put it in play against Williams. Williams a free agent after this year, as Sanchez has to make a sliding catch, so can barely get Jansen out. Wes, a little off on that 3-2 prediction. Yeah, well, you got the 2 right. You got the 2, but you didn't get the 3 right. At least you got the 2 right for somebody. Anyway, 10-2 now. Yeah, I'm really mad because I played Game 4, and I won Game 4, and then my computer crashed, or out of the park crashed, and then we lose the next 2, and now we're about to lose the series as Ordonez will strike out. Brian Reynolds. That one hit to center as Kendall makes a sliding catch with 2 away. And Adam Frazier Jansen staying in, although he is tired. 3-1 to Frazier. Can he get on base here? And he will hit that pretty strongly to center. But again, at Kendall, the Dodgers win 10-2. They win the series. The Pirates have been eliminated. Let me save the game. Hopefully it doesn't crash, although I kind of hope it does. And we will wrap up the stream, unfortunately, as the Pirates lose 10-2. The Dodgers down in the series 2-1. Win games 4 and 5 to take the series, and they will advance. And the Pirates, of course, the game saved this time. Pirates will go home. That one's tough. Had it close. I definitely made some pitching mistakes in there. The decision to hit and run with Stallings, that obviously did not work. And then I should not have put Cedarland in. Say that 3 times fast, although they tattooed birdies, so I don't know how much it really ultimately matters. They scored, what was that, 8 runs in the 6th, 7th, 8th innings, did not need a ninth as they defeat the Pirates 10-2. Dodgers 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Pirates 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Their season is over. Quick look at the box score. Here, we got Almus, 2 for 4. Newman, only source of offense for the day. They tied the game at 2 for a little while at least. As Ordonez had a really terrible postseason. Reynolds struggled mightily. Hayes did not have a good game. Definitely left some runners on base. Lolo actually went 2 for 3, so kudos to him, but was not enough. As for the Dodgers, Seager 3 for 4, Muncy 3 for 5. Lux didn't even have a hit, but they didn't need it. Bellinger was great, 14 hits, 7 walks. We struck out 9 times, did not draw a single walk despite having good eyes across the board. Steeler fan says, thanks for sharing, Alex. Looking forward to see what the offseason brings. Looking forward to it as well. Definitely have some trades lined up. I already know a couple trades I'm going to make. I won't spoil them right now, but some stuff that I think we're going to look a little towards the future in this one as we go back to the box score. As Walker Buehler, 6 innings, not quite as good as his game 1, but certainly stellar. A quality start nonetheless. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks on 64 pitches. Kolarek, Hendricks, and Jansen did not allow a hit, only allowed 1 run, struck out 3. Steven Broad's controlled an issue again. 3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks on 77 pitches, only 41 for strikes. Bednar did have a good outing in relief, but Crick struggled. And then Cedilin fell apart, and then they just absolutely tattooed Nick Birdie and even forced Trevor Williams, who is a free agent, unlikely to come back, at least at his current asking price, to close out the game. Corey Seager, player of the game, for almost 54,000 in attendance for LA. So that's going to wrap up the stream. Am I going to sim to the end of the postseason now? I will sim to see, not the end of the postseason, I will sim this day to at least see who the Dodgers were facing and maybe the results of the results of the Cardinals Braves game as Atlanta beats St. Louis. So no NL Central teams will represent the NLDS. They win 7-2. As that game was done before the Pirates game. And so let's take a quick look at that one as well. Jack Flaherty, the ace pitcher, did he get hurt? Or he only went 2 innings, and he did not get hurt. As Soroka pitched 5 2/3, a bullpen outing there as well as Freddie Freeman and Christian Pache did well, it appears. So let's take a quick look at the playoff tree before we sign off. As it'll be the Dodgers and Braves in the NLCS and the Astros and Indians in the ALCS. So that will do it for us. Our next episode will be recapping the 2022/2023 offseason. Can I look at the Astros series? Is what Steeler fan is asking. Okay, I will do that. I should have checked the chat before I started to sign off. Looking at the Astros series, if you want to look at the schedule, that's what you're referring to. They beat Oakland in 4, had lost game 1 in extras, and then won 3 straight, although the last 2 were decided by just a run. So pretty close there, and they will take on the Indians, who got shellacked by Tampa in game 1, returned the favor in game 2, were down, and then like the Dodgers came back to win games 4 and 5, including a 5-1 game in game number 5. So that will do it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Looking forward to the offseason. I'll try to get that out a little bit sooner, but the Steelers season starting can be a little dicey, but I will try to do my best to keep the episodes coming during football season. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll talk to you soon.